Frederick Engels on authority. A number of socialists have latterly launched a regular crusade against what they call the principle of authority. It suffices to tell them that this or that act is authoritarian for it to be condemned. This summary mode of procedure is being abused to such an extent that it has become necessary to look into the matter somewhat more closely. Sadly, even though Frederick Engels covered this in 1872, we have to still talk about this today. Authority, in the sense in which the word is used here, means the imposition of the will of another upon ours. On the other hand, authority presupposes subordination. Now, since these two words sound bad and the relationship which they represent is disagreeable to the subordinated party, the question is to ascertain whether there is any way of dispensing with it, whether, given the conditions of present-day society, we could not create another social system in which this authority would be given no scope any longer and would consequently have to disappear. On examining the economic, industrial, and agricultural conditions which form the basis of present-day bourgeois society, we find that they tend more and more to replace isolated action by combined action of individuals. Modern industry, with its big factories and mills where hundreds of workers supervise complicated machines driven by steam, has superseded the small workshops of the separate producers. The carriages and wagons of the highways have become substituted by railway trains. Just as the small schooners and sailing feluccas have been by steamboats. Even agriculture falls increasingly under the domination of the machine and steam, which slowly but relentlessly put in the place of the small proprietors big capitalists, who, with the aid of hired workers, cultivate vast stretches of land. Wake up, we're reading theory here. Everywhere combined action, the complication of processes dependent upon each other, displaces independent action by individuals. But whoever mentions combined action speaks of organization. Now, is it possible to have organization without authority? Spoiler alert, no. If you want to find out why, go ahead and hit that follow button, or better yet, go on and read this piece in its entirety for yourself. It's extremely short. It'll do you good, and it'll be good for the working class. Frederick Engels on authority. Free on Marxist.org. I'll toss the link into the description. Solidarity, y'all.